Don't forget that the teachers has the right again to ask the gluteal region. I know if we have already did it, but we can do it again if we want. And of course, unfortunately, in the morning, Professor Sultan Hadi was discussing that he's going to defend what is it. We're going to ask him. I know that he is asking. Okay.
Can we ask the by region as well? Okay, so we
Okay, so first question, male or female? Okay, good. Don't have to measure anything, just look at here. No penis, no testis, no scrotum, female. Okay? Now what else can we see here? This is the anterior abdominal wall. We halted at the level of the pubic symphysis. Right behind it we can see the bladder itself. Okay, the bladder opens into the female urethra, which is short. You see it's so short. Here you can see the opening towards the vestibule of the vagina. So that portion, sorry, I mean, is this yours? Borrow. I'll keep it, I'm stealing. Okay, so here you can find, this is the vagina. Can you see I can go up here? Okay, this is still an external female genital. Guys, is it 15 centimeters? No. Yes, of course. These are for the fishers. How big fish you catch? 1 meter. No, it's just 7, and you see it's very short. Okay, but then I can see here something which is protruding into the vagina. Can you see here is something which is going a little bit more posteriorly. This is the vestibule, the posterior fornix of the vagina. Here, this tiny, which is almost impossible to show it. This is the anterior fornix of the vagina. This portion is the cervix of the uterus, which is penetrating into the vagina. That portion here is supposed to be the uterus itself. Okay? Right behind it, can you see this? This is the rectum and the anal canal. Very good. The anal canal external opening here is the, how did you study it? How did you call it? We can find hemorrhoids, do you remember? Hemorrhoidal zone, which is located somewhere here. That's the portion where you can see this and this? External sphincter of the anus. Here, this one is dilated and getting bigger. This is called the ampulla of the rectum. Do you remember the muscle? Here, you should have a muscle. The puborectal part, which pulls it anteriorly. Here we have the anorectal angle. Okay, so right above it, we have here the ampulla of the rectum. I know this part in this female was very small, but it can be huge. Even your fist can fit into it, so it can be so big one. Okay? Anterior to the rectum, here you see the vagina. Now you understand if the baby is coming out here, that's why it can rupture together. Here between them, we have only a connective tissue. This portion, which is located between the uterus and the rectum, this is the rectum, uterine excavation, or we call it Douglas pouch. Okay? In case of ectopic pregnancy, the blood can accumulate here. Next time when we will do the internal genitals, I will try to talk about that one as well. Okay? Here, this portion is called the vesico-uterine excavation. Okay? Was it clear? That normally the uterus should lie on the surface of the bladder. Okay? This is called the anteflexion of the uterus. If you just imagine your forearm and you do like this, this is the vagina, this is the cervix of the uterus, that's the body of the uterus. That's the anteversion of the uterus, that's the anteflexion of the uterus. Okay? We have two angles, one between the vagina and the cervix, and one between the cervix and the body of the uterus. Okay? So actually that's what I can see here. Now let's turn a bit. Today Douglas pouch is between the uterus and between the rectum. Okay? Okay, if I turn out the rectum, if I turn out a bit the uterus and fallopian tubes, I see a big vessel system here. Okay? This vessel is the internal iliac artery. Okay? Internal iliac artery. Okay? The internal iliac artery will be in the next classes, but today I have to start to dissect that one as well. On the female, in the female cadaver, last time I have started, with my Hungarian good, and a lot of wrenches are visible for me, because such a nice narrow gap. So you have to look into the deep and you have to come out of the way. In the male cadaver, on the left hand side, we won't do it, I think, because of the kidney transplantation. It's not possible to dissect it. But on the right hand side, I will try to do that. Okay, so focus on this one next time and try to figure out what are the vessels. Look, now we turn. Here, I don't know how to show it. Here we have a gap. Can you see that? Okay, that's the ischiorectal fossa, which was full with fat. Okay, still you see the remnant. It's quite a lot of fat here. But as you see here is an edge of something. What is this? Sorry? That's the urogenital diaphragm, okay? So can you see this was the ischiorectal fossa? The branches which are hidden here, they're coming through the artery canal, passing through the medial wall of this diaphragm, of the pelvic diaphragm, and goes here, and they split into two branches there. Superficial branch and deep one. Today we have studied superficial branches. Scrotal arteries, labia majora arteries, okay? Something which supplies the external male genitals, okay? Yes. The deep ones are going to here, okay, into the deep there direction, okay? That's the diaphragm, okay? The superficial comes here and they are going there. Okay, the deep ones are here, okay? That's what you have to imagine. That's the edge, posterior edge of it. Here is the ischiorectal fossa. Okay? Was that clear? Good. Now, guys, secrets are coming. Now, let's see, what do we have here? If you study good anatomy, if you understand anatomy, your wife's gonna be happy. That's the crus of the clitoris. Can you see? Comes from the pubic bone. Go towards to the symphysis. I see only one crus here. I cannot see the prepuce. I cannot see anything here because it's caught. But I can see nicely that was one of the crus of the clitoris. Okay? Okay, Jasmine. This one, what is that? What's it called? That's the remnant of the ischiophalangeal muscle, which was covering it, but you cannot see it. Okay, I don't want to show it. So actually, when you find the crus on the surface, we should show the ischiophalangeal muscle. Okay. Now, what is that then? Labia majora. Can I see any labia majora? Can I see the bunch of biscuits they have follicles continue? Not okay. As the vestibular bulb. Spongy. If I push it even, you see it comes up. That's the spongy part. So that's the vestibular bulb, and here, where my finger is now, supposed to be the vestibule of the vagina. That's the vestibular bulb. It's nicely visible. Okay? Is it clear? Are you sure? Now, I'll give you 5 minutes to check this one. Okay, please check it until I open the cadavers. I try to see what do we have to dissect. After 5 minutes, I need volunteers. 3 girls, 3 guys. Okay, for dissection. I don't want to lie. Guys are going to the female cadaver, girls are coming to the male cadaver. Okay? I'd like you to dissect a bit. Why I need this 5 minutes? Because I want to switch this specimen with the neighbor. Because they have a male. Okay? We will see that one as well. So check it until I open the cadaver.
I mean, we just pulled it up. What was the thing, once again, the thing that you pulled out? The ball? No, the thing that I told you. The cruces of the secrets. The cruces of the... Do you want to do the...
No, just to it's not mine. I think it's not
I think we... Yeah, I saw it. It's just I didn't know the name.
I mean, like, there's no, like,
Is this so wide? This is the wide. This is the right.
انت بتراجعوا المسلز في انت انا هروح
This one?
لا لا start again start all over again start all over again
You're just gonna find the internal area.
انت عرفت تشوفيها في الكتاب
Look, so
Jasmine, where is it?
where are you going to show it?
No.
See this? This is the ischiorrectum fossa. Okay?
Escalator
Ischiorrectum fossa. This is the urogenital diaphragm. The deep structures will go through here, the vessels, yani. And then the superficial will go this way. And then this is the bulb, the vestibular bulb. This is the crus of the...
No, it's the other
It's the other way, right? Yeah. Oh.
Okay, where are my voluntary males? 1J.
Stop, let's turn it. We're gonna die.
Is this one? Okay. No.
What are you looking for?
bulb
Colors of the...
Oh, okay. Is that this one? So, wait.
Oh, yeah. Here.
Okay, yeah.
This one.
Yeah.
Yes.
And what's this?
This is the vestibular bulb, or bulb of the vestibular, of the...
Here, this is like... Yeah, it should be around there. So,
Because there's
What are we
internal
talking
area.
about?
internal area. This is mercury, for sure.
Yeah, okay. This could be the...
This is the vein.
I didn't compose
This
it.
is the Douglas
Oh,
part.
Let's finish
How would
this.
you cut this with your hand?
Let's have it drawn like this so that we can. You guys?
Come here.
Yeah, come here.
I'm sorry. Did you eat
Glands of the penis. Actually, it's cut for the level of the septum. Here you see that's the crus of the penis and the bulb of the penis supposed to be in the deep here. That's the bulb, that's the crus, which is originating here. Can you see it's covered by muscle? There's the ischiocavernosus. Here is the bulbus spongiosus. Here is the bulbus spongiosus rumble. So that's the crus of the penis, that's the bulb of the penis. Okay? Here you also should see where is the bladder. Here you have the bladder. Below the bladder there is an internal genital male, which is the prostate gland. Okay? This can be found here. If I try to remove the prostate gland, it's cut into pieces because it was hyperplasia. But if I go in behind it here, I should find, and I can palpate now, the seminal wasn't okay? Yeah. Internal iliac in this one. It's not dissected completely, but I will. Okay? Because the vein is visible. Here is the obturator structure, obturator artery, where I can see here it's supposed to be somewhere the umbilical structure. But I'm not sure. In this is not so nice in the ladies. Yeah. Okay. But then I will go back to our dramedy. In case of the so this is the internal iliac artery. Okay, the first branch.
Gland? What did he say
It's
it was?
possible to see drawing high
Here,
up.
down here, the gland.
This is the
Remember how it is?
other branch.
I was looking at this.
What was this one?
That was the prostate.
Prostate glands.
Like behind the prostate gland, it is the seminal vessel.
Seminal vessel.
Yeah, it's like deep in it. This is also the prostate. Deep in here, we have the seminal vessel. That's what I learned.
And this is the rectum.
This is just rectum.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you have the structures of
Has a branch.
And this
Then
is
here we have the
It's all
obturator.
part, but this is the, what's it called? The
Then
part
here
that's
we have
connective
other
tissue, the
branches.
septum.
This one?
Yeah, the septum.
This.
They said down here, something gland down here. But there's also glands here. That's the glands here. What do you call this part?
This part.
Yeah.
Then I follow this one, and I can see some branches which are disappearing here, in here was one, going towards the circumference. Natural circle artery. This is still the internal iliac, but it's continuing in going outside as the
This one.
Yeah, this one. Okay.
And this is the cover nasal. It's that one. That one? Yes. Okay.
The professor said about this one.
Yeah, that is the corpus.
Corpus.
I think. Did he? I think so. The other? Where did he go?
Do you have the lecture slide?
Right.
Yes, it should run under the or on the pubic, in this pubic region, okay? So under the pubic radius. So you lift the penis and try to stretch it a bit. We can't really separate it here, but actually on the cadaver we will do it. But yeah, that's the location of it. So it runs obliquely like this. Yeah, so imagine this is the pubic symphysis here, okay, and the pubic runway run like this.
Okay.
So the crurae run like this as well, okay? They're attached to the pubic runway. Okay, we will see it on the cadaver actually in a bit. Okay? So I think just wait for this.
What do you think? I try to find it out. No,
One vote for
artery.
sciatic,
One vote for sciatic,
Yeah.
and one vote for
pudendal.
pudendal. And which one do you think is better? We are inside. Huge. Look here. This is the origination of the lumbosacral plexus. This is called the lumbosacral trunk, which will form sciatic plexus, which biggest branch is sciatic nerve. This is the plexus. Can you see? It is going out. Pudendal bone is very small and usually originates at the level of the opening somewhere here. Okay, so it's really outside. It's not so deep there. Can you see this? There's the pudendal nerve, so it originates here. So first you see the plexus origination, we call it lumbosacral trunk, and it gives rise to the sciatic nerve and all the tiny branches, and the termination will be the pudendal. Obturator artery. So first we have to turn it back, have to remove it, and can you you see there was obturator nerve? Can you see there was an artery which was going parallel with it?
Oh, so from the internal.
For the internet, yeah. Thank you, Professor.
Sorry.
So this was not
Sinus?
This was not a superior vertical artery. This was
Superior plexus is in the
In the lower part of the pelvis, we have the pelvic flanking nerves, which are parasympathetic nerves. They mix exactly, and they're mixing with the sympathetic, and they form two plexus: the inferior hypogastric plexus, superior hypogastric plexus. They are mixed, both sympathetic and parasympathetic. When they reach the kidney, they form the renal
superior rectal and inferior rectal.
the major, minor, and the least. But no, it's in the pelvis. It's coming from here. It's parasympathetic. Okay, so that's different. That's why I don't like to teach this. Flankings are always sympathetic. Flankings